Today we are making creamy potato salad and it's delicious. So I like to start with organic gold potatoes. These are my favorite. They are not as starchy as Russets. They're a little creamier. I really like that. And the skin is so thin that you really don't even need to cut it off, peel it off. You don't need to do that. I always check and see if there's like a cut or something like that that I don't want in my potato. I'm cooking them in my Instant Pot today, so we're gonna be talking about that as well. Just a little something there. This is your chance to get rid of those things. These are fairly small potatoes today, and so I'm only cutting them in half. If they were big russet potatoes, if that's what you like, you'd need to cut them in quarters. Okay, I think this is just the root. Oh, there, yeah, no big deal. And I'm just carefully getting those things off. All right, what do we got? So I learned a few years ago that organic potatoes actually taste way better than conventionally grown potatoes. And so feel free to get conventional potatoes, no problem. You get what you like. I like organic. So when it comes to potatoes and potato salad, I like organic. And I'm gonna cut off a little bit of that root thing there. Oh, I am so right-handed, can you tell? I like to keep my knife in my right hand. Okay, so this potato salad can be customized a lot of different ways. And so get ready to read the recipe and then decide how you want to customize it. Maybe you would like, dill pickles instead of sweet pickles. Maybe you only like Dijon mustard. Maybe you only like yellow mustard. What else? Maybe you don't like any onions, or maybe you don't like eggs. You can totally adjust the recipe. The basics are there, the potatoes, the mayonnaise. Real mayonnaise is really important. Just making sure that potato's good, okay? And so we're not using any kind of spread or Miracle Whip, but if you have a favorite, if you like, gosh, now they've got mayonnaise made with avocado oil. Why not? It's still mayonnaise. All right, double checking. There's kind of a big spot here, so I'm gonna go like that. So these are going into my Instant Pot and they will cook very quickly. This way I don't have to heat up my kitchen with boiling water. A big pot of boiling water on the stove in the summertime. No, that just doesn't sound very fun. Not to me. So almost done here, and they're gonna fit just fine. This is 4 pounds of potatoes. That's the amount I like to use. In the recipe that I give you, you can go up to 5 pounds with the amount of the ingredients. So if you have a really big crowd, you go right ahead. We are making this for a dinner barbecue. Not a lot of people, 6 adults, maybe a couple of teenagers. But I also like to have leftovers. This potato salad is so good that leftovers are, leftovers are asked for. So we like having the leftovers. So I make a little bit more. I have these in a steamer basket inserted into my Instant Pot. There's a cup of water on the bottom. And we are gonna cook these for just a few minutes. I'm used to standing in front of this, so now I'm behind it, so it feels a little weird. All right, there we go. Set it to sealing. We're gonna set it for 3 minutes, high pressure. So I'm gonna do a shortcut. I'm gonna choose egg, which is 5, minus, it gives me 3 minutes. And then it's gonna start when it's ready. It's gonna wait a few seconds just to make sure that I'm not gonna make any more changes. Okay, so while it's doing that, grab tasting bowl. I'm gonna go ahead and mix the sauce for the potato salad. So mayonnaise, get that all in there. I love these kinds of cups because they push the sticky things out, like peanut butter and mayo and sour cream and things like that. Mustard, should have put the mustard in there too. This is 2 tablespoons of mustard, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, and 1 tablespoon of traditional yellow mustard. Again, you can use whatever you like. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a beginning stir before I add anything else, so that these creamy ingredients are incorporated with each other before I add anything else. I got a few more things to add. But again, this helps to make sure that everything is well incorporated. If you do it in stages. All right. I've got sweet pickle relish. You can chop up sweet pickles. You can chop up dill pickles. You can do whatever you want. Whatever you like, whatever flavor profile you like. If you like dill pickles, you would chop up dill pickles. You could even add a little fresh dill chopped up to this salad. You could do that. You could use a dill seasoning. Gosh, there's lots of options. These are our spices. Salt and pepper and smoked paprika. You can use regular paprika, no paprika if you don't like it. I use 1 part sea salt and 1 part kosher salt. So you just got some different, again, flavor profiles going on there. A little bit of pepper, of course, just for flavor. Nothing like salt and pepper as your basics. I'm gonna go like that to make sure I've got things off the side. Okay, this is just going to sit here and be happy until the potatoes are done. It'll take a few minutes for them to come up to pressure and then just 3 minutes to cook. Boom. It's just awesome. We also have chopped egg. That's gonna go in this potato salad. Again, if you don't like eggs or you don't like hard-boiled eggs, you don't have to include them. I've also got some green onions. These are my chopped eggs. Chopped eggs, 4 of them in this particular case, and some green onions, chopped, white parts and green parts, both. So it tastes really good. I tell you what, we'll let these cook and I'll meet you back here when they're done and I'll show you we're gonna make this into a creamy potato salad. Welcome back. We're on to part 2 of making a creamy potato salad. Got my nice big bowl here. I've got my ricer. We're gonna be putting potatoes through this. This is something you can do when you are wanting to make mashed potatoes, but you can also do it for this creamy potato salad. So instead of chunks of potatoes, we're having more of a creamy style potato in this potato salad. My Instant Pot here is turned off, unplugged, all of that. I've been just letting the potatoes dry a bit. They're blowing off their steam into this towel, and that is nice because it catches that steam and it helps them to not be so wet, because we don't want wet potatoes in our potato salad. And if you didn't know, if you have an Instant Pot, it's probably set up where you can put your lid with this tab into one or the other of the handles, so you have a place for it to live while you're working with it before you wash it. I'm gonna put it back over here so it's out of the way. My potatoes are in a steamer basket like we talked about. I emptied out that water when they were done cooking so they could sit and give off their steam and dry a little bit so they're not so wet going into the potato salad. Also, I tested them already, but I'll show you. Let's see if I can do one. So you want it to go in nice and easily. Let's see, I'll get one out with a spoon so that you can see. So you saw this was set for just 3 minutes, and there you go, no problem. Just right. It's amazing. The Instant Pot is amazing. So I didn't have to heat up my kitchen with boiling water, and it took a lot shorter time as well, which I just love. All right, so the potato ricer, here we go. We're gonna fill it with a few pieces of potato. You don't have to worry, again, about peeling them. We can scrape the peel out of the ricer. I like to get as many in there as I can because It's faster that way. Okay, so there's the press going in there. And here comes the potatoes. All right. It's a little awkward, I think, because I've never done it for the camera before. All right, get the potatoes off of there. You can see some of the skins trying to come out. If we get a little bit of these skins in the potato salad, I don't worry about it too much because maybe not a big huge one like that, but little pieces are okay because these are gold potatoes, not russets, the skin is much thinner, much thinner. Is that a piece of skin? Yes, it is. We'll put that down there. But that's a piece of potato on the back side here. That goes in there. All right, so I'm gonna do this for a few minutes until they're all done. So I'll probably speed up this video so you don't have to watch me do this for, I don't know, 10 minutes. Okay. Now we get to put in the sauce and the eggs and the onions. Here we go. Now, if you don't have a ricer or you don't want to get one, totally fine. You don't have to do it this way. You don't have to rice them. It makes a creamy potato salad, but you could also just cut the potatoes up a little smaller before they go into the Instant Pot. You could peel them if you want. As you can see, putting them through the ricer basically peels them. That's fine. I let the ricer do the work. I have to scrape it out a bit, but it's not too bad, not at all. Much less trouble than peeling ahead of time, I think. All right, so this is coming together. Let's see, I want to make sure everything is moistened before I add in the other ingredients. I don't have to wait till it's completely mixed, but I do just want it to be moistened. See if you can see that. All right, now we're gonna do the egg. It's gonna come out? Yep. There we go. Green onions. Oh, there's a few trying to hang on. I guess it's not in my hands. All right. I think the green onions are important because they add color. Potato salad can be pretty one-dimensional, monochromatic, but those green onions make all the difference. So you've got flavor and color, really important. Now we want to get it really pretty mixed. We want the sauce to be on every section of potato. And now that we've got the eggs and the onions in here, We want those pretty evenly distributed as well. Even distribution is pretty important. When we serve it, what I like to do is put a sprinkle of smoked paprika on top. That adds even more color. A little flavor, a lot of color. We don't want to douse it with the paprika, but we can sprinkle it. I think that's pretty good. Wow, just lovely. Now, you can taste and adjust because it might be more salt, more pepper, more paprika, more mustard. You can even take, if it seems a little dry, you can take a jar of pickles and just splash in a little of that pickle juice to moisten it. That would be fine. And that is some great flavor. I don't think I need any more moisture here. I think I've got plenty of moisture. Just check here to see what's going on. Looks really good. Okay, I'm going to put some in this bowl for serving, for taking to the barbecue to feed people. That way, if it's spread out in this bowl, it will, it'll cool faster. All right. So cool. Even the pickles add some color. That's good. Good to have some color. It wants to stick to my, whoops, my scraper spoon thing. My scoop-shaped scraper. I'm gonna tuck this back here. That'll go in the fridge separately in its own little container. Kind of get this evened out a bit. Woo. All right, this is my smoked paprika. You can use regular paprika. I happen to have smoked because it has just a little more flavor. A lot of color and a little more flavor. So this is our creamy potato salad. You know what, let me get, I was gonna taste it. Let me get, here, I can use this big fork. All right. You know what? Yeah, I can do it over here. I don't want to disturb the paprika, the pretty paprika I just put in there. Put a little green onion. Yep. It smells really good, so it's a good start. I think I hit the nail on the head. Just enough salt. I can taste the onion, I can taste the pickle. Yum. That's fabulous. It's moist. I don't think I need to add any more liquid or mayonnaise or anything like that. All right. I did a good job with my ratios of potatoes to mayonnaise to mustard to seasonings. And now I'm gonna put it in the fridge, let it cool down. It's best if it's in the fridge for a couple hours before you serve it. You could even make it the day before. And that way the flavors really have a chance to meld and combine and be really delicious. So we're serving this tonight, so it'll have a few hours in the fridge. It'll be good. All right, so this is the creamy potato salad. The recipe is on the website along with this video. It's something you'll want to make. Give it a try. If you don't have a ricer, that's fine. Just cut your potatoes up smaller, and if you're not cooking in an Instant Pot, you can do it on the stove like the classic way. But this shows you some options that get it done a little faster, keep your kitchen cooler, and make your potato salad creamier. All right, we'll see you next time. Happy eating.